Well, thank you. And such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where?
Yes, sir.
In Liberia.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting.
It takes Trumpian stupidity to say something like that. And when you're as stupid as Donald Trump, you have no idea how stupid your stupidity sounds.
MSNBC host Lawrence O'Donnell says that Donald Trump is, quote, trapped in his stupidity. And if that's not a line that merits a damn, then nothing will.
Donald Trump is trapped in his stupidity. There is no way he can fake sounding smart about anything, not even his lifetime passion and greatest expertise, golf, which he simply lies about.
In an era where Trump is winning lawsuits against the free press, it's even more important now that we highlight those unwilling to bend the knee, especially those that Trump has attacked in the past as he attempts to instill fear in the media landscape.
In this moment, this morning, our sacred rule of law is under attack. Journalism is under attack. Universities are under attack. Freedom of speech is under attack. And insidious fear is reaching through our schools, our businesses, our homes, and into our private thoughts. The fear to speak in America. Power can rewrite history with grotesque, false narratives. They can make criminals heroes and heroes criminals. Power can change the definition of the words we use to describe reality.
MSNBC's Lawrence O'Donnell took aim at the president after he gave a series of outright disastrous answers about who paused US military aid to the Ukraine, pointing out his ever so poignant response of, "I haven't thought about it," when pressed on who authorized the now reversed decision to halt weapon shipments to the country fighting off Russian invasion.
Sir, President?
Yeah, please.
Sir, yesterday you said that you were not sure who ordered the munitions halted to Ukraine. Have you since been able to figure that out?
Well, I haven't thought about it because we're looking at Ukraine right now and munitions, but I have not gone into it.
What does it say that such a big decision could be made inside your government without you knowing?
I would know. If a decision was made, I will know. I'll be the first to know. In fact, most likely I'd give the order, but I haven't done that yet. Yeah, please.
In your lifetime of listening to presidents being asked questions about policy situations they are actively engaged in every day, you have never once heard a president say, "I haven't thought about it." It takes Trumpian stupidity to say something like that. And when you're as stupid as Donald Trump, you have no idea how stupid your stupidity sounds. Donald Trump is trapped in his stupidity. There is no way he can fake sounding smart about anything, not even his lifetime passion and greatest expertise, golf, which he simply lies about.
O'Donnell then went on to rip Trump's, quote, colossal stupidity after he replied, "I don't know, you tell me," when Caitlin Collins asked him point blank, "Hey, who authorized the suspension of US military aid to Ukraine without your approval?"
Mr. President, you have sent more weapons to Ukraine, as you said last night. Last week, the Pentagon paused some shipments of weapons to Ukraine. Did you approve of that pause?
We want to put defensive weapons because Putin is not treating human beings right. He's killing too many people. So we're sending some defensive weapons to Ukraine, and I've approved that.
So who ordered the pause last week?
I don't know. What did you tell me?
I think that's a question.
Go ahead.
Mr. President, on immigration.
A move said to have been made by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Maybe he put it in a signal chat and it wasn't leaked to the man who should be making the decisions. But as we know, this isn't the first time that Trump has offered a baffling non-answer to questions on things like foreign policy, or on many occasions admitting to learning about the very thing that he's being asked about by reporters when they bring it up. Which leads us all to ponder, is anyone telling him what's happening, or is he just getting the cliff notes from Fox News?
Fox News Channel. Mr. President, is there an expected time frame that detainees will spend here, days, weeks, months? And does that have anything to do with the immigration judges you just spoke about being trained and staffed here?
When you say, what was the first part of your question?
Is there a specific time frame you expect the detainees to spend here? Days, weeks, months?
In Florida?
Yes, here at Alligator
I'm going to
Alcatraz.
spend a lot. Look, this is my home state. I love it. I love your government. I love all the people around. These are all friends of mine. They know.
Donald Trump thought the question was, how much time are you going to spend in Florida? That's what a lot of 79-year-old guys get when they move to Florida. How much time are you going to spend in Florida? But the question was, is there an expected time frame that detainees will spend here? Days, weeks, months? The answer, the rest of the answer, gets even worse. I stopped it there to spare you hearing the actual sound of the banality of Donald Trump's creeping dementia and his cruelty. I'm going to read to you what he actually said. Here is what he continued to say in the wrong answer to that question. How long will the detainees be here? He said, I'll spend a lot of time here. I want to, for 4 years, I've got to be in Washington. I'm okay with it because I love the White House. I even fixed up the little Oval Office. I made it. It's like a diamond. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It wasn't maintained properly. I will tell you that. But even when it wasn't, it was still the Oval Office. So it meant a lot, but I'll spend as much time as I can here. My vacation is generally here because it's convenient. He's not there. There's a character named Donald Trump with a red hat and orange makeup who shows up at these events and words come out of his mouth, but he's not there. His mind, as exhibited from that response to that very simple question, does not work. And that is a crisis for the United States of America.
And listen, as I mentioned, in today's day and age, taking aim at the president's competence or cognitive ability does put you at risk of losing your job. See Terry Moran, for example, or any of the reporters that Trump has just demanded be fired.
They were looking at a level of economic illiteracy in that letter that they could never get away with in their own countries. It would be impossible for the president of any other country to say that they are charging the United States of America or any other country anything. Their voters would all know they were lying because no country anywhere in the world has the legal authority to tax any other country, and no country has ever done it. Tariffs are paid entirely by the country that imposes the tariffs. That is something that Donald Trump has been lying about for his entire political career, and the White House press corps relentlessly proves its inability to understand what a tariff actually is. Wall Street continues to bet that Trump always chickens out. We've never had a presidency like this. We've never had a presidency promising and repromising and repromising and repromising the very same thing that the president then doesn't do within a matter of weeks or months of that promise that gets repromised and gets repromised again. And all of that is because Donald Trump does not know what he's doing. Or as Politico's unnamed source close to the Trump team says, it's all fake. There's no deadline.
I will wrap up by saying this. I don't really understand what it is that y'all plan to go back and tell your constituents. I'm glad that some of y'all decided to show up, but the reality is that you have sold your constituents out for 83 people in this country. And each of our districts should have approximately 766,000 people. How is it that you can explain that we still are running up the credit card and we have nothing to show for it except for the fact that we won't have food on the tables and we won't have health care? And with that, I will yield.
This is why at Meidas, we've made it a point to highlight such unapologetic truth-telling because it's merited, right? I mean, the guy asked the president of Liberia where he learned such good English, the country's official language.
Well, thank you. And such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where?
Yes, sir.
In Liberia.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting. It's beautiful English.
Sure.
I have people at this table can't speak nearly as well.
We're supposed to just watch this and turn a blind eye. Meanwhile, Jake Tapper's out here flogging his next edition of how Biden's inability to descend Air Force One stairs is indicative of this country's demise. No, call this out, call all of it out, and celebrate those who do so fearlessly.
Under the economic policies of Donald Trump and Republicans, America is now in decline. For the first time in 3 years, we have negative GDP growth. That means our economy actually shrank this year. It takes a special kind of stupid to take 12 consecutive quarters of positive economic growth and make it go negative. And we also know overall inflation has also increased. And Trump and Republicans want to make it worse. They want to pass the big, ugly bill that's going to cut off health care for over 16 million Americans, all in service of massive tax breaks to billionaires. Tell them to take their heads out of the sand and to stop harming the American people. Trump and Republicans should be working for you, not for billionaires.
The truth is more important than ever. Check out our new Truth Over Lies collection at store.MeidasTouch.com. All 100% USA union made.